Nestled in downtown Stratford, this is the world's smallest movie theater.
It's won a Guinness World Record, and it's right here in Ontario.
It's the smallest theater in the world, and it's right here in Stratford.
Meanwhile, a Canadian movie theater has been officially named the world's smallest cinema, and yet they
I'm Carla Coles. I am one of the co-owners, and I've been here since the beginning.
My name is Lee Cooney, and I am the founder and owner of The Blueprints.
This was Meet Your Maker Gift and Gallery before this. It was owned by Lee and his business partner, Rob, and we used to have little art shows. And that's how Lee and I kind of became involved. He put out a call to the community looking for a community event that anyone could do that didn't require a lot of money. So I was involved with a film event a couple of years before that. And so I brought it to him and I'm like, I'm thinking something like this. We started hammering it out, came up with our own plans. And then by the third year, we realized that they needed somewhere to showcase their work between YouTube and megaplexes.
And then I decided to turn what was originally a little art gallery into this. So it was like building from the ground up. You know, I had a vision in my head of how it was going to look, and the idea sort of grew along the way too. I mean, originally it was just going to be this little cinema with not even cinema, it was going to be like a screening room with fold-up chairs and pull-down screen, that sort of thing. And then that grew into, obviously, doing all of this. You know, it started out with tiered seating, and then it was, let's do a little wallpaper. And then we opened, I think it was like a week before the pandemic, maybe not even, a few days before. And, you know, and we're immediately shut down again.
At that time, Lee and I had put everything, we had no money, no time. We had to open and start making money right away. So we posted within the hour that we had popcorn, that we'd sell stuff out of the basement. We were Canada's #1 seller of caramel corn over COVID, on Etsy. And that's how we paid the rent for months.
We started delivering and doing curbside pickup and all these things that other businesses picked up on later. And I wish we could say we were visionaries in that way, but we weren't. It was literally, we had no money. We were wait, we got to do something. They would lift the measures for 2 weeks or 3 days, and we'd immediately get a bunch of screenings in for local people who had been supportive up until that time. Doing deliveries with the car, overflowing with boxes and bags and, just stuffing it all in, trying to do 17 hours of deliveries over 2 days and sending out apologies for how long things had taken because we were overwhelmed. But it worked. It was just, on the outside, I hope that for the most part, it looked like we knew what we were doing. We didn't.
When we officially found out that we got the record, we'd been going back and forth with them so long that it took us, both of us, reading through the email multiple times.
Being the world's smallest and the Guinness record and all that really helps us. It gets people talking, it gets people stopping by and chatting with us.
It was a huge process. We had to have experts in. We had Dan Matheson in, the mayor. We had several councillors. We had the police chief. We had a fire chief through. We had the architect through several times. We had to show credentials of people who came through.
And maybe perhaps the most important aspect of being so small is that we can customize everything.
For a lot of people, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So we try to make that experience as unique as possible. But the thing that I notice that speaks to me of people understanding that they're part of something special is we get a lot of people that clap after the movie. And you just don't get that in the megaplexes.
There's a joy in going to any movie in any theater, in my opinion. just going to a movie and seeing it on the big screen is just something you can't get at home. But I think what you get from coming here is that it's small and intimate, so you can talk, kids can squirm, you can sing along, you get a lot of that. So that's amazing. When we do a ticketed event, which is more like a traditional movie theater, then what happens is you find people are talking following the movie because it's so small, they're chatting about the movie and someone else is going, I don't mean to interrupt, but I heard what you're, and I really, and next thing you know, they're leaving out the door and they're chatting amongst themselves in a way that they wouldn't be at probably any major movie. We're providing space where people can still get together in the community and talk. We discuss things together as opposed to kind of sitting in these silos. And I just want to be able to do more of that and expand that and see other people doing the same thing. If we can inspire other people to do something experiential, because experiences are the only things you can't get online, right? You can't stream this. You can stream the movie, but you cannot stream this experience.
The big thing I want to say about The Little Prince is while we're here is because of the community. Mm-hmm. So it was when we were having problems because there was nothing else like us. So we didn't fit in any of the boxes. They weren't sure. So it was local businesses and it was local restaurants that when we couldn't produce in-house said, hey, come over, use our kitchen. It was people who were ordering product, who were coming in, who were sending us support, who were just showing up and saying, is there anything I can do to help you guys? It's not just why are we in Stratford, but it's we wouldn't be if it weren't for Stratford. As my daughter puts it, she feels that growing up in Stratford, no one's ever told you couldn't do a thing. There's always a possibility it could happen.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.